We're here today in Benson, North Carolina for the 64th Annual Mule Days celebration. This is a huge festival that happens every year. The whole town of Benson turns into an equine extravaganza. There's horses, mules, and donkeys. These two boys behind me are getting ready to go in the halter class, which will start things off in just a few minutes. So stay tuned for more Carolina Hoofbeats.
Match character mules at halter over 48 inches. Please be making your way to the end.
Now the judges making
by Wayne Hussey, shown by Jennifer Hussey. In second place, Bonnie, shown by Wayne Hussey, owned by Wayne Hussey. Congratulations.
Entering the ring now is our lead line class, and this is a traditional class where the mule is on a lead line. This little beauty's from Greensboro, North Carolina.
And I think she looks beautiful in pink.
How cute is that? The event that we're watching right now is called the single hitch, and what that means is it's one horse hitched to the wagon, and they walk along, and they walk, and they jog, and they have what they call a park gait and a road gait, and the judges are judging them on horsemanship and on their gaits.
No, she's already had it. She has got that little
Judge is asking the mule to back up. Now this mule is backing up in the middle. And the final mule is getting ready to back.
This is your first call for your next class.
Have you guys at home picked out your winner?
The next class is the multiple hitch driving, 48 inches and over. The next class is the multiple hitch driving, 48 and over.
I think the one on the end thinks it's already won.
We'll be looking at 10 entries. Okay. In third place, congratulations goes to Hudson, owned and driven by Roy Hatcher.
The third place mule
Second place,
is Hudson,
Mabel,
driven by Hatcher Farms.
owned and driven
Second place is Mabel, owned and driven by Jennifer Hussey.
And a big congratulations goes to Cole, owned and driven by North Carolina.
First place goes to Cole, driven by Mr. Barfield.
Take that winning mule and give a nice victory lap.
What we're looking at right now is multiple hitch divisions for the mules, and what that means is there's more than one mule hitched to the team. So you see all different kinds of wagons and trolleys being driven, and the judges are asking them to do different gaits to see who's the very best. This class had 10 entries. They split it into 5 at the time to make sure that it stays safe for everybody, and this is our first 5 contestants.
Team that's pulling Cinderella is from Castle Farms. Hammer and Blake.
What you're watching now is the second set of our 5 contestants coming in, and this is also multiple hitch mules. So all of the wagons are teams of 2 or more mules.
Okay. The 2 teams.
So these guys will get to strut their stuff now.
Will be exhibitor 606 and exhibitor 612.
We got a wagon coming in just a second. It looks like it's got a team of 4 mules. That's the largest team that we've seen today. The judges are making up their mind on the first 5 contestants to see which ones of those placed, and then they'll be exiting the arena so that we can watch the second bunch. This group of mules with 4 is Wayne Hussey from Seagrove, North Carolina. You've seen Wayne's mules in a lot of events here today. The first 5 contestants are now leaving the arena.
The second team leads second set. Thank you.
The judges have made a decision. In 4th place, Cripple Creek Stables.
I'm sorry, I can't read the last mule's name. Driven by Brian Dye. Congratulations.
Driven by Brian Dye.
In 3rd place, exhibitor 611, Hudson Farms. Driven by Roy Hatcher, owned by Roy Hatcher of Council, North Carolina.
In 3rd place is Hatcher Farms, driven by Roy Hatcher. Entry number 611.
In 2nd place, exhibitor number 606, Lambert Farms.
606, Lambert Farms is 2nd place,
By Ross Lambert.
driven by Ross Lambert.
And let's have a big, huge round of applause for exhibitor number 1.
The winner is
Exhibitor number 607.
607, Wayne Hussey, Hussey Farms, with his team of 4 mules.
All driven by Wayne Hussey. Let's have a victory lap for our...
Hey, Wayne's going to try to do a little presentation.
Mr. Hussey's going to do a demonstration for us of the mules and the control that he has. When people used to drive their wagons to town to get their supplies, they'd have to back their team up to a loading dock. So we're going to pretend that the white box drawn in the center of the arena is the loading dock, and he's going to show you how you back your team up and get them ready so that they don't block the street.
Everybody pay attention to the wagon. You shouldn't all move. The wheels are straight, he's going to come right straight.
The wagon won't move, but the mules will. This gets the mules out of the street so that traffic could continue on by and he wouldn't tie these things up. This takes a tremendous amount of training and control. You have to have really broke mules and a really skilled mule handler to make this happen. Now he's moving them the other direction. Look how they all 4 work together to make this happen. Taking their time, getting their footing, and putting their feet together at the same times. The mules on the front have further distance to move than the mules on the back, but they're still doing it in perfect time with one another. Excellent job. It's easy to see why Mr. Hussey won this competition.
As Miss Rodeo Virginia 2012, I had the opportunity to travel the country riding on many different horses and in many different saddles. But nothing compared to coming home and riding in uniquely my world-class saddlery saddle. From its unique dog flower tooling to the custom stirrups made just for me, the saddle fits me and my horses perfectly. So whether I'm out running barrels or in a parade, the saddle is both durable and beautiful. It can get the job done and still look good while doing it. I look forward to riding in my world-class saddlery for many years to come.
What we're watching now is pleasure riding on mules, and they're judged much like a pleasure riding class in other horse shows. The mules should be relaxed, they should look like they're fun to ride, and they should be obedient to their riders, with the rider having to do very little to guide them or ask them what to do. This class has got some really pretty mules in it, a lot of different colors and different sizes and style mules as well. So watch for a few minutes and see if you can decide which one you might think would be the winner.
Yeah, they had about 4 miles to get in town.
A lot of these mules have been in Mule Day celebrations for a lot of years, and then there's some newcomers this year as well, I'm told.
That's a freight donkey called Durham.
Well, the judges have made their decision. Here's our third place winner, Big Woods from Clemson, North Carolina, Clinton, North Carolina, I mean.
In second place.
This mule's color is called a flea bitten gray. Second place is this painted mule. What a good job they did. What a pretty mule that is.
Congratulations. First place goes to exhibitor number 69, Miss Sophie J. Written by Brandon Sammons.
The champion is Brandon Sammons on Miss Sophie J. Great job by everybody. The 3 mules that you're looking at right now are in contention for the prestigious Grand Champion. The Grand Champion wins a trophy and a red banner that goes across his back and $500. They're the lead mule in the parade tomorrow. We're looking at the ribbon that they win to go along with that pretty banner. The judges are walking around looking at them to try to decide which one is the best of the 3, but that's a hard decision.
Wayne, you're doing the best you can.
The smallest of the 3 is a saddle mule, bred with a horse and a mule, and the 2 bigger mules are more the old-timey draft mule style. Here comes the champion. The saddle horse mule won. This mule is from Sanford, North Carolina.
Fortunately, we do not have any entries for the blue dog class.
So now they're getting ready to put the banner on the mule, get it primed up for pictures, and ready to lead that parade tomorrow. It's a beautiful saddle horse mule mixed with a horse and a jack from Sanford, North Carolina, Miss Hokey J. Easy there, girl. This may be her first time as an honorary banner wearer. There you go. She's getting the hang of this diva stuff. How beautiful is that? I think she's proud of her accomplishments from the sounds of things. The 64th annual Grand Champion of Benson Mule Days. Miss Benson is kissing the mule. Her name is Grace Ann Carroll. Little Miss Benson is Gracie Barber, and this is Miss Outstanding Teen, Caitlin.
She missed the end of the nose.
Good job, ladies. With us now is Karen Reeder from Asheboro, North Carolina, and Karen's mule, Miss Hokey Joe, won Grand Champion Mule today. So Karen, how does it feel to win that title?
It's great. You know, you love going to a show and having a good show and having fun, but when you win, it's just icing on the cake, you know.
Yeah, you know, she's such a beautiful saddle mule. What a wonderful honor to win that with the big drafty mule types in there. You know, she showed up really pretty.
Thank you very much. I think she looks pretty too, you know.
She's very special. And she had a winning streak with the Pleasure too, didn't she?
Yes, Brandon won. Brandon is my youth rider, and he won his saddle mule class, and then I got second in the other riding class.
That's awesome. So you'll be leading the parade tomorrow morning?
Yes.
And will you be riding her or leading her?
I'll probably be leading her.
Okay.
They want that Grand Champion blanket on.
That's true. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you in the morning.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Carolina Horse Council was established in 1972. We are a nonprofit organization that puts every dollar received back into supporting and working for our members. We are a volunteer organization that is supported by people just like you, with passion and energy.
Hi, I'm Sue Gray, Executive Director of the North Carolina Horse Council, and I'd like to share with you today a few reasons of why I would like you to join us. We are your voice. We work on rules and regulations that help you use and enjoy your horses each and every day. There's power in numbers. We have over 306,000 horses in North Carolina, making us 8th in the nation. We also have over 53,000 households owning horses with multiple owners within those households. And we are a $2 billion industry adding to the economics of the state of North Carolina. Power in numbers. We ask you that we can go and help to protect those privileges as we move forward. But we do more than that. We also do grants, and we help to preserve land and protect our trails, and we support youth groups and other equine associations throughout the state.
We welcome you to join us and be part of the largest and most active horse council in America.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to St. Andrews University in Laurinburg, North Carolina. My name is Carla Wenberg, and I'm an instructor and coach here. I'd like to invite you to 300 acres of a world-class equestrian facility. We have a dedicated group of instructors that come from the horse industry. They are award-winning in their own right, that teach private and group lessons. We house about 100 to 130 head of horses during the school year, and we have about 170 students that take our equestrian classes. We'd like for you to come visit our facility.
What we're getting ready to do is mule racing. There's 8 contestants in this class. They're going to run 4 heats of 2 at the time. They start at this yellow barrel. They run as fast as they can around the course one time. Then they repeat the course again. When they get on the side over there, they're going to go out the gate. Look at those guys go. All right. Little painted mules going to town. Whoops, whoops, whoops. And then he's going to run out the gate on that side. And that was a pretty clear winner. Okay, this is the 4 winners from the last heats that we just saw. And they're going to have a suicide round where they're going to make 3 laps, and the fastest man out the gate wins it all. So we're really going to see some fast-packed action this time as they make their way around this course 3 times before they leave the arena. So let's watch and see who the winner winds up being. We're getting ready to start. Go. Big Red Mule's in the lead. Painted Mule from Florida is bringing up the rear. Uh-oh, we lost a rider. So we're down to 3. They're on their 2nd lap around this time. Hopefully we don't have a wreck here. And the 2nd lap. Now they're heading for the 3rd lap around. And when he makes it around this time, he'll be at the gate. So the winner this time is the Big Red Mule. Excuse me. With us today is Paul Dunn, and Paul is one of the main supporters and organizers of the Benson Mule Days and has been for a long time. Would you tell our viewers a little bit about the Mule Day celebration?
Well, it started 64 years ago to celebrate the tradition of the mule that could no longer be used as a farm tractor because we had farm tractors by 1950. And we decided to have a festival every year at harvest time to do a festival about a mule.
Right, to celebrate their part of our culture. Very good. And so this year's events, we've been here today filming different things. How is this festival compared to the festivals in the past?
We keep modernizing it. More people have riding mules now than they used to. We change a little bit, but we try to make sure there is traditional stuff like a pull and a draft of horses still involved. So it's not all saddle mules like you see in shows now.
Right. And the draft mules were very interesting when they were doing the race today. That was a pretty interesting thing. How long has the race been going on?
The race started in 1974. We originally did it as the governor's mule race. We asked governors from all over the country just to say that they agreed to have a mule as proxy in the race, and it was a publicity stunt that went over the top.
I bet so.
Yeah, George Wallace from Alabama sent 8 mules here to be in the race.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Well, we were watching the saddle mules earlier. Now tell people how a saddle mule comes to be.
By size and by attitude, they're fit for riding, versus the draft mules are usually pullers,
right?
Whether it be a plow or a wagon. And the saddle mule is just the souped up version of a horse.
Right, right. Because it's usually a jack that's bred with some kind of breed of horse. Right. Okay. And tomorrow, what can we expect to see?
Tomorrow's like a lot of other festivals. You have a parade that lasts an hour and a half, just like any other festival type parade. Then all of a sudden, here come the mules and horses and wagons, and there may be as many as 2,000 horses and mules in the parade.
Wow, I don't think I've ever been anywhere where there was 2,000 horses at one time.
We have actually counted that many and more.
Well, how long have you been involved with the Mule Days?
Well, I was born in 1959. I didn't go to that Mule Day, but I've been there every one since then.
That's
and
amazing.
I'm 54 years old.
That's amazing.
So actually involved in it the way I am now for probably 25 years.
Well, I know you certainly are a rock and a good supporter of this event. I'm sure they appreciate all that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Okay, this is the Coon Mule Jump event. As you can see, this mule has jumped this with ease. What they've done, they've gone around 3 times now, and each lap they raise that bar until there's only one man left standing. The next mule up is called Sweet Lips. Let's see if she can make it. Very good. Very good. The bar has been raised, and I'm guessing that it's about 4.5 feet at this time. This mule made it over with ease. Now we got our next contestant. Let's see if this pretty black mule can go over. As you can see, it's pretty high bar now. It's up to this man's chest. So they're thinking about it, kind of planning a strategy to see what she wants to do. Oh, the owner knocked the bar down. This little mule's name is Tarzan. You'll see why in just a few minutes. All right. Tarzan stuff. As you can see, Tarzan's getting that treat for being a good boy. Okay, it's time to raise the bar again. Let's see if this one can make it over this time. That's a tall, tall bar. Oh, she knocked it down. It's always interesting to see that the little mule can compete in this event just as strong as the big mule, even though you would not think that would be the case. Big mules do not have an advantage in this event. This bar is mighty tall.
Okay,
She's decided that she's not going to attempt it. Now let's see if our little mule can go over this and be the winner.
If Tarzan gets this, Tarzan will win.
All right, let's see if Tarzan can get it going. Come on, Tarzan. Tarzan's not too sure about this. Let's see what happens next.
Okay, mule and boy in the box. Rope goes over.
Come on, Tarzan. Jump it, Tarzan. Jump it, Tarzan. No. Tarzan's not too sure.
The first Friday night in February, see these good mules jump inside the door.
The guy with the bigger mule is two-time world champion coon mule jumper, and the younger boy is two-time reserve champion for the whole world in coon mule jumping. So we've had some talented folks here today in this competition.
This episode of Carolina Hoofbeats TV was made possible in part by funding received from the North Carolina Horse Council, a North Carolina nonprofit corporation dedicated to representing and furthering the common interest of the entire equine industry in all 100 counties of North Carolina. Carolina Hoofbeats is brought to you in part by Newcomb Quarter Horses. Newcomb Quarter Horses with over 40 years experience. Find out how we can help you today. NewcombQuarterHorses.net. And by World Class Saddlery. Custom saddles, repairs, custom tack, and personal leather items. Find out more at worldclasssaddlery.com. And also by Carolina Hoofbeats Magazine, a free publication about the horse industry in North Carolina. Catch up on the latest issue at carolinahoofbeats.com.
Saddle, nothing else matters. My feet in the stirrups, I'm so happy. There's nothing like the sound of Carolina Hoofbeats. Sitting high in the saddle, nothing else matters. My feet in the stirrups, I'm so happy. There's nothing like the sound